Yay, you made it! This is the last video for Learning Target 4. This is only for honors class. So the last thing we want to talk about is, so now we know how to multiply, how to factor, and how to divide using synthetic division. So what does it mean? How do you know if a binomial is a factor or not without doing all the work? Because if we do the synthetic division, sure, we can just get it that way too. But here's another, in a way, of a shortcut. And it's called Remainder Theorem. Remainder Theorem. So this is what Remainder Theorem says. Remainder Theorem says if x minus a is a factor, then f of a is 0. That means if you, so like let's say for example, look at this example of x minus 2, right? If x minus 2 is a factor, then if you plug in this number, then you should get a 0 for the entire polynomial. So how do you check if there's going to be remainder or not, or if it's going to be a factor or not? So instead of doing synthetic division, because we can also, of course, do synthetic division and see if there's going to be any remainder or not. But to just kind of quickly check, we can also do it this way. So just like synthetic division, just set the factor, or it might be a factor, it might not be. Set factor equals to 0. Then solve it. So for example, for 7a, it'll be, so just like, just like how to do synthetic. So we're going to find 2, then plug in x into the original polynomial. So in here, instead of dividing, we're just, this is a shortcut. We're going to put 2 into all the x's in here in the polynomial. So it'll be 4 times 2 cubed plus 5 times 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 4, right? So we plug it into the equation and see what you get. So let's see how, yeah, it kind of shows. Okay, oh, there's a glare. We have 4, 2 cubed plus 5, 2, cubed plus 5, 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 4, press enter. Uh-oh. If you get something like not 0, that means it's not a factor. So if you get 40a, then it is not a factor. If it is, so I mean, I'll just put that. If f of whatever that you plug it in is 0, then it is a factor. If not, like this case, that's not a factor. That means it's going to be a remainder. It's going to have a remainder of 48, doing all that extra work. So let me try B and show you what this looks like. So B, we have 3x minus 1 equals 0. So solve it for x. 3x is 1, x is 1 over 3, right? So now I have to plug in 1 over 3 into all the x's. 6 times 1/3 cubed plus 13 and 1/3 squared minus 32 1/3 plus 9. And let's see what happens. So, I hope you can see. 6 1/3 third power plus 13 1/3 squared minus 32 1/3 and then plus 9. Enter! Woo-woo! We got a 0! So that means it is a factor. Wow! Now, this was so much easier and quicker than doing the synthetic division. Let's just try one synthetic division just to confirm it. Okay, so if I'm doing this synthetic division, I get 6 and 13 and negative 32 and a 9, right? We're going to divide this by 1/3. Drop, so 6. Multiply, so it's 2. Add 15. Multiply 5. Add negative 27. Multiply negative 9. Add 0. Look, what? There was remainder 0. So do you see how it would have been a perfect factor? It would have been 6x squared plus 15x minus 27. Oh, I'm sorry. That's kind of why I did it and I almost made a mistake. Because of the 3, we need to divide all the answers by 3, remember? So 2, 5, negative 9. And then 0 stays 0. So yes, it is a factor. You know it's a factor. If you divide the whole thing by 3x minus 1, you would get the answer of 2x squared plus 5x minus 9. But you see how remainder factor kind of like, yeah, of course, we don't get the actual quotient, but at least you can find out if it's a factor or not immediately. And the reason why we need to do this is because on our next learning target, we're actually going to graph these using the factors, using the zeros. So this is why it will be used. You'll see that in the next learning target. So I just want to go over a couple of multiple choice questions in the last page. Okay, this is a multiple choice. For a polynomial f of x equals x cubed minus 7x squared minus 6x plus 58. The value, oh, they told us value of f of 4 is negative 14. What does it mean? F of 4 is negative 14. It's not 0, right? So that means it's not a factor. It's only a factor if you get a 0 for it. F of 14, that just doesn't even make any sense because we want to look for this as the divisor. When you divide f of x by x plus 14, remainder is 4. Well, you know that this is going to be the remainder part. So it's not remainder 4, it's going to be remainder 14, and I like this because I know it's f of 4, but you have to think opposite sign, so x minus 4. So that was right. Let's take a look at the next example. F of 2 is 0. Woohoo! Remainder is 0. That means it is a factor. So let's take a look at this. X is a factor of polynomial f of x. Well, what is x? No, not that. When you divide f of x by x minus 2, the remainder is 2. Well, remainder is 0, so not 2. The remainder is 0. I like this. But take a look at this. When you divide it by x plus 2, well, this is plus 2. So if you do the opposite sign, it should be x minus 2. So that's not it. Let's look at this. X minus 2 is a factor of polynomial. That is true. So 8B was number 4. We'll take a look at the other examples in class. So thank you. And this is the last one. So please, if you have any questions, email me. Bye.